Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Welcome everyone back to my channel. I'm taking a little bit of a new fucking approach to my fucking channel. Okay, so whereas I would be usually playing games, okay, I want to dabble into a little bit of a reaction channel. Okay, a little bit of a reaction channel. Okay, so let's just start off this video by saying that hi, I'm a little bit dressed up right now. You know, if you don't know why, it's because I fucking go to church, okay? Because I'm a proud Christian, and I happen to went to church today. That's the only reason. Okay, I'm making this video as soon as I got out of church. I meant what? It's freaking 8:30 right now. Okay, a.m. That's why I have my coffee right now. So, you know, deal with it. But I would like to preface this by saying I'm not usually a very controversial type of person. You know, I fence it a lot. Not by choice, okay? Not by my fucking choice. Not by my shitty ass choice. Just because I don't like making people upset. You know, making people upset, number one priority, don't do it. That doesn't make sense. I should be saying my number one priority is to make people not upset. I don't know why I put it the other way.
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
Regardless, we're here now, fucking being controversial, okay? So, whatever the hell is, you know, the consequence of that, I don't really know. I don't really care, okay? I just want to give my 2 cents, okay? Both hands, 2 cents, 4 cents together. I want to give it all to you while reacting to ShoeOnHead. Talk about the, let me just see real quick. The Charlie Kirk incident, which I know, you know, a little bit about because, well, social media. You honestly can't get away from news in social media source, okay? But I just want to preface this again by saying that I am going to be giving my opinion, fucking opinion, right here. Wow, fucking opinion, yeah. A bunch of you don't know what the fuck that means. Opinion, whoa. You know what opinion means? Right here, yeah. You know what that means? That means it's not correct. It could be wrong. It's an opinion. It's something I believe. I believe in God. You don't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm wrong. That's what an opinion is, okay? So everyone just calm your fucking tits, okay? Shove your balls back in your pants and shut the fuck up. Or comment down below if you have balls or not. Don't. That's weird. I don't know why I said that. Let's just get right into the video. Alright everyone. Well, welcome to the video. You know? Fucking fix my camera real quick. Hi, focus. I'm back. Okay. Let me just preface this by saying I haven't watched the video yet. Only like snippets of it. And I got interested because, well, I have a lot of sense to give. Okay, I have at the very fucking minimal least, 2 cents. So, I'm gonna give you 2 cents, if not more. We're gonna just check it out. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna calm the fuck down. I'm gonna stop swearing right fucking now. Don't mark my words, okay? I'm probably going to be swearing a lot. Because guess what? I get a little heated when I talk about my opinion, okay? Fucking deal with it, okay? So, yeah, calm down. If I swear, swearing's not the end of the world. Shut the fuck up. Oh, well, I just slipped out. Okay, well, look at that. Alright. So, ignore pixel music. Okay, that's not what we're reacting to. Okay, let's just watch and react.
On September 10th, Charlie Kirk was giving a talk at Utah Valley University, and out of nowhere, he was shot dead, live, in front of a bunch of college kids, in front of his wife, and his 2 children. And I don't think the country is ever going to be the same.
See, I know that part, okay? I know that part because the media has been going all haywire about it, okay? Very unfortunate event. I'm being very serious. Very unfortunate event. Um, let me just start and preface no times three right now. I'm not a fan of Charlie Kirk, at least not, you know, devoted fan. I'm not a fanboy of his. I don't agree with some things he says. I agree with some things he says. It's a gray mix, okay? But I don't hate the guy. Okay? I don't hate people for giving their opinion. You never should. Okay, let me just preface that. So yeah, I know about him. I know about his death. Very, very unfortunate. And my condolences to his family. Truly, I wish them the best.
Not only because of this horrific tragedy, but because of everything that followed. The dark, disturbing realization that we may not be on the same page as our coworkers, classmates, friends, neighbors, doctors, when it comes to the issue of murder. I was crashing out on Twitter a few days ago, just stream of consciousness posting about
Yeah.
it with run-on sentences.
I saw this one.
4 days later, I have a clearer head, but I still feel the exact same way.
Same.
So we're going to talk about what happened, we're going to talk about the aftermath, and then we're going to get
Oh
a
my
little
God.
personal, because frankly, I don't see the country the same anymore, and I know a lot of you feel the exact same way, so we're going to talk about it after we talk about everything else. Charlie Kirk was not a healthcare CEO, he was not a powerful politician, and let me be 100% clear, I'm not saying this to say that it's okay when those
Yeah.
people are murdered. My point is that those are positions of power that most people cannot relate to. Like, the average person is just so far removed from that world. But I think
I mean, to be fair, right? To be fair, okay. To Charlie's credit, he is one of, if not one of the most influential and well-known people that are fighting for a certain cause, right? For what he believes. Um, with that level of controversy, sometimes it gives you. I don't want to like make it sounds weird, but makes you into somewhat of a celebrity, and not in the good way because it puts a target on your back, sort of thing. So, in a way, I would argue that he's probably even bigger than those, because here's the thing. I don't even know the guy who's the healthcare guy. Okay, I literally don't. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. I don't know. Like I don't care about him. But I do care about Charlie Kirk. So I would argue that he's actually quite big. But I get what she means. Like he's just a person who's voicing his opinion. He's not pulling strings in the background of America and stuff like that. He's not a politician. He's just a normal human being. So I get what she means, but
what happened
let's
to
go on.
Charlie is hitting differently because, like I said on Twitter, he was just a fucking guy.
Yeah,
He was a
yeah, I agree.
podcaster. He was a guy who talked about politics. He was a guy who had conservative beliefs. Not everyone knows a billionaire CEO or a powerful politician, but they do know somebody with conservative beliefs. They
Yeah.
know somebody who holds some or many of Charlie Kirk's opinions. Because despite what people in their little bubble believe, his core ideology and what he believed is the same shit like your conservative boomer uncle on Facebook posts. You can only disagree.
Why is it always the fucking boomers? Okay, because here's the thing. My dad is a conservative, um, and I don't know why. A lot of old people tends to be conservative. Putting it out like that, I kind of get it. Old people, they like things to be the same, Every time they see a new iPhone, they're like, oh, fucking new iPhone. Yeah, the kid's gonna fucking keel over and die if they don't get a new iPhone. Oh, stupid kids. Yeah, okay, I kind of get it now. But, besides the point. Besides the fucking point.
Agree with this if you are unfamiliar with Charlie Kirk, or you are unfamiliar with the many different branches and different ideologies of the right wing. Now, don't get me wrong, Charlie Kirk had many bad takes over the years. Like, for example, the two most popular quotes I see people posting are the one where he advocated for stoning gays and black women are too stupid to be pilots.
Those things I'm pretty sure were like taken like way out of context. Right? I hear people mentioning it, and every time I hear people mentioning it, the comments are always like, guys, you're taking it way out of context, and they give context. I don't bother reading them because, I don't care about politics, not too much. I'm not watching this video for politics. You will never watch it. You will never see me watch videos just for politics. But I do know that it's probably taken way out of context, because guess what? No logical people would actually think of that. Okay, it's either a joke or there's some context behind it that makes it way more okay than people think it is. Okay. I'm not saying it's okay to make those jokes. I'm just kidding. It's okay to make those jokes. I don't give a shit. Stop being a fucking snowflake. It's a fucking joke. Calm the fuck down. Okay? If you don't like it, turn off the channel, switch to a different one, or better off, get off the internet. Because honestly, if you don't like that joke, the internet is not gonna like you, and you're not gonna like the internet. Period.
But guess what? Both those things, the two most popular quotes people are posting to justify
Out of
this
context.
guy being murdered,
Right.
are out of context.
Yeah.
Stephen King
Fucking
ran
called
with
it. I
then
fucking
later
called
had
it.
to apologize for spreading misinformation about a dead man.
Stephen King. The Stephen King? Like the one who made it? Like that Stephen King? If that's... Wait, Wait. Okay, I don't know why I didn't expect this, but I was like, what the fuck? Stephen King talked about politics? I mean, of course he talks about politics. Why not, right? Everyone talks about politics. I'm talking about politics right now, and I'm not even politicians. So, I suppose it's fine.
These people will build a straw man of you in their minds. They get so fucking mad about it that they celebrate.
Wait. Did I see that correctly? Cherry picking Bible message. Oh. Okay. I apologize for saying Charlie Kirk advocates stoning gays. He actually demonstrated what he actually demonstrated was how some people cherry pick Bible passages. Okay.
These people will build
Yeah.
a straw man of you in their minds. They get
That makes
so
sense.
fucking mad about it that they celebrate the real you dying.
Yeah, I don't get that part.
Horrifying. But more importantly, even if everything was in context, who cares? Oh, he said this. Oh, he said this. I don't care. There are many things he said that I disagree with. There are many things he said that I think are bad. Who cares? It is just a fact that nothing he said warranted his life being taken away. This is America. We have freedom of speech here. Unless you...
No, that's the fucked up thing. That's the fucked up thing. Yeah, you would think for a land of the free, okay, a land where freedom of speech is so integral, so integrated into the fucking Constitution, that people would be, good saying whatever the fuck they say. But here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. Societal pressure is killing that. I'm serious. Societal pressure is killing fucking freedom of speech. You don't see people walking out onto the road and voicing their opinion. Here's an example. If someone goes up to you while you're drinking your coffee, and let's say you, I don't know, have an opinion, a certain opinion, right? And you think they don't like it? Well, guess what? You're not gonna say those opinion. Why is that? Why is that? I'll tell you why. Fucking societal pressure. Okay? Societal fucking pressure. If they think they're in the minority, they will not say it. And that's a fucking shame. Minority or not, you should voice your opinion. Because guess what? If you don't voice your opinion, majority wins, they will take over, and you're fucked. You're fucked. Okay? You're not gonna know who's your ally. You're not gonna know who's gonna root for you. You're not gonna know who's to root against. You're fucked. Keep that in mind.
You criticize a certain country, but for the most part, we have freedom of speech here. So after detaining not just one wrong guy, but two wrong guys, the FBI finally got the shooter. Only because his own father turned him in. I guess they were just too fucking busy not releasing the Epstein files to catch a political assassin. It was this f***ass demon, Tyler.
Why does it look like two of his eyes go into different directions? Huh. Also, you can't be serious. This guy decides that his life was so fucking pathetic, so goddamn boring, that he decided to, what, kill someone? I'm thinking, what, in his head, he's probably like, you know what, I'm gonna be doing such a good thing. I'm gonna be taking someone everyone hates away, and they're gonna, like, root for me, and they're gonna, like, get on their fucking knees and suck my cock. Like, what? It's so concerning how normal people can have a gun and kill someone so quickly. Oh wow, I'm just saying, okay, guns were meant to use like that, you know, ha ha ha. But why the fuck do you have a fucking high caliber gun? You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure this guy didn't shoot him with a fucking pistol at the top of the fucking roof. Okay? He shot a fucking sniper rifle or some shit, right? Why do random civilians get sniper rifles? I don't know. I can never tell. Because here's the thing. I am not against the Second Commandment. But I am against the Second Amendment when it comes to fucking high caliber military grade rifles and fucking bazookas. Okay? No one should need a fucking sniper rifle for self-defense. And if so, firstly, either one, you're a hunter, okay, and you have a license for that, or two, you're a fucking madman who's about to kill Charlie Kirk. The second of which, you should not be given a fucking sniper rifle for. So what the fuck? I haven't read on the case, so technically I don't know shit. Okay, technically I don't know shit, and I'm speaking out of my ass right now. But I don't care. I have my opinion, and I'm gonna voice it. Okay, deal with it.
22 years old, another irony-poisoned Reddit shooter who wrote a bunch of memes on the bullets, including "Hey fascist catch" and
Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this question mark?
What the fuck?
I fucking hate it here. A lot of people were saying that the shooter was a groiper, which is a far-right fan of the streamer Nick Fuentes.
Don't know who he is.
I have no fucking idea where that came from. I'm gonna be so honest. I have seen no actual proof of this. And it doesn't make sense because someone further right than Charlie Kirk wouldn't call Charlie Kirk a fascist, and they wouldn't say he was hateful. Their proof is that the shooter once dressed up like the Slav squat meme from 2012, and they also found a separate meme of Pepe the Frog dressed like the Slav squat meme. Therefore, the shooter is a groiper. That is like seeing a photo of the shooter dressed like a clown, and then seeing this image of Pepe the Frog dressed like a clown, and then being like, groiper confirmed. What is the connection? The shooter didn't even post the Pepe image. Like, where did the Pepe even come from?
What the fuck is a groiper? I don't know that slang. Maybe I'm just too fucking, you know. Maybe I smell too much like grass. Yeah, maybe that's why.
From just a bunch of liberal boomers not understanding memes. The other thing I saw was the shooter had Republican parents, and therefore the shooter must be Republican, which is just funny because we all see what these people say about their Republican parents every Thanksgiving. But I guess we'll see. It's September 14th when I am recording this, so maybe more things will come out. Editor Shoe here, more things came out. Definitely not a groiper. At the end of the day, he could have every single one of my or your opinions. It ultimately doesn't matter. One person may have pulled the trigger, but then we saw the reaction of many.
Oh no.
We think that Charlie Kirk just got
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Get back into the kitchen. I'm
shot
sorry.
in the neck. Ay, ooh, ah.
I'm not saying she deserved it.
Wait, first of all. Woman.
But I'm saying God's timing is always right.
Women.
Yo, they got Charlie Kirk, bro.
Boy.
I've never been happier.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
believe the reason I'm smiling.
Is that a woman?
And it has
I think that's a woman.
to do with Charlie Kirk.
Is that a woman or is that a dog?
Nothing to do with.
I would say
That
pour
no
one
string is
out
throwing
for
me off.
Kirky boy, but
Oh,
I don't
that's
waste
another
good
one.
beer on little bitches.
Rest in peace, bozo.
2.
Charlie Kirk just got put down like
3.
a fucking dog in Utah.
I do not, and I
7.
will not ever feel bad when bad people get what the fuck they deserve.
I just heard that someone shot
8.
Charlie Kirk.
Why do they all look weird?
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh no!
9.
Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but that's how you pick up a woman.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How you pick up a woman? I fucking shot someone in front of his fucking wife and children. What is this delusional sort of train of thought? Thought being a capitalized T. And HONT.
Fuck your homie dead! He got shot in the head!
The fuck is that?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Heard someone got shot today.
Oh yeah, stuff your fucking face. How about you stuff your face and shut the fuck up? How about you just stuff your face?
Stay alive out there.
The sympathy for Charlie Kirk is
The fuck is that?
weird. You don't have to like violence, but I'm confused as to how you thought the revolution was gonna be magically bloodless.
You... So, wait. So, this... Is that a woman? Or is that a man? I don't know. It's kind of confusing me, but I'm guessing man. So, this dude decided to say, you shouldn't like violence, and you aren't expected to like violence. Great! Good message, right? You should have just stopped right there. But you expect a revolution to magically be bloodless. This isn't a revolution. It's really not. A revolution tends to have an actual goal and an end goal. This one, the revolution, quote unquote, was to end one guy in a fucking witch hunt. That's not a fucking revolution. And for one, okay, revolution doesn't include fucking innocent people. Charlie Kirk was innocent. Alright? He was a normal man, a mere mortal, like you and me, and your dog, and your cat, and your slug. Okay? A fucking slug. Okay? We're all worth the same. Okay? We don't have any higher power. You're glad that he died, and not some politician with some actual power. Not saying that it's alright. I'm just saying, if it's a politician with actual power, actual strings he can pull, maybe it'll be a little bit more justified, right? If he's pulling strings without your permission, with, that harms you, like actually harms you, maybe. But this was a man who voiced his opinion, and that was it. This isn't a fucking revolution. This was a fucking cold-hearted murder from the guy. The fucking, what's the word? Gooner?
Groiper.
Sounder? What the fuck? I forgot the word. Whatever that word is, put the word on.
I've been saying we need to bring back political assassinations. I
What the fuck?
don't feel bad, and I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think some people should be afraid to.
Not everyone deserves the right to free speech. Guess what? You don't get to make that decision. You don't get to make that fucking decision. Okay? For one, you are just like Charlie Kirk. You are on his level. Okay? Except the man actually did something with his life and you're not. But I'm saying, in terms of power, constitutional power, you're on the same level as them. Okay? As him. So, why the fuck are you saying that not everyone deserves free speech? That means you don't deserve free speech, right? I like to think that I deserve free speech. As such, I think you deserve free speech, right? Everyone deserves free speech. You know why? Oh man, words hurt more than actions. Fucking bones. Oh, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will. Snowflake. Okay, snowflake. All of them. If words hurt you, kill yourself. I don't condone killing yourself. You actually have suicidal thoughts, by the way. Okay, I'm just saying. Words should not be hurting you. A bullet hurts. A bullet. Okay, a bullet hurts. If you're getting hurt by words, you're a snowflake. Get off the fucking internet. Live your life in the fucking desert. Fucking forest. Fucking tundra. Somewhere away from people, because guess what? Everyone has at least one opinion that you don't like. Wow. Is that fucking news to these people?
Express their opinion in public.
I didn't like what he said, and I didn't like his opinions, and I don't really give a shit that he's dead.
Well, guess what? That same reasoning can be applied to you. I don't like what you just said. Therefore, kill yourself. I think you should be dead. wow, she's dead. She's gonna die. You don't like it when it's towards you, isn't it? Right? If someone has an opinion you don't like, okay, and you're happy that they died, it just shows how wrong your opinion is. Okay, you fucking murderer. Huh? What, that shit gets you wet? Disgusting. Disgusting. Get an inhaler, bitch.
The best part of this whole goddamn thing is that he is not martyr material, so his death will mean nothing.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Let's do something real quick. Let's fucking do something real quick. What is it? What is it called? Martyr? Is that how you spell it? Martyr. A person who is killed or made to suffer for their religious belief. Okay. Someone who suffers persecution and death for advocating, renouncing, or refusing to renounce or advocate a religious belief or a cause as demanded by, whatever. Sure. As penalty when saying yada 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 yada. Okay. By words or deeds, actions. Okay. So the actual word of martyr, refers to religious things, for some reason, right? As you can see, I have not checked into the actual definition, okay, into the fucking many tens of thousand definitions, but how I think of martyr, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if my oversimplification is too simple, but basically, someone who died for what they believe, and the impact is immense. If that's the case, Charlie Kirk is absolutely a fucking martyr. Okay? A religion is just a way of belief, isn't it? Like, to believe in something, to worship something, same fucking thing, right? He worshiped what he thinks to be the truth, what he thinks to be correct, what he thinks to be just, right? He died for that. Someone killed him because he didn't renounce his belief in what he actually believed. Okay, maybe it's not God. Oh, excuse me. But it might as well be. Okay? And you're saying he's not a martyr and no one will care because it will mean nothing. Have you looked at the news? The news are covering it like a fucking gospel. The fuck do you mean it doesn't affect anything? If anything, it just goes to show how delusional your goddamn snowflake ass is. A lot of people is going to say, oh, fucking, it doesn't even matter that he died because he's not that important. Yes, he is. Are you delusional? He is. He's literally the front man for a bunch of messages, okay, that are fucking politics, centric. So what the fuck do you mean he's not a fucking martyr? He's absolutely a fucking martyr. And what do you mean he has no consequence? Everyone is talking about it. And everyone is seeing how goddamn fucked up you guys are. Why are you happy about that?
It will activate no one.
Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no.
It will impact few. It's just great.
There are a
What?
lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics.
Get this woman to an MRI machine instantly. Turn that motherfucker on. Turn that bitch on instantly.
You're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Bad things happen to bad people. Hitler. Oh, that mustachian Austrian painter. I think he was a painter. People are happy for him dying because he's a bad man. Why is he a bad man? Well, he killed millions. Maybe indirectly, but he gave the orders to kill millions. And it happened. It wasn't just a threat. It happened. We are happy for him dying. Hallelujah. Go ahead. Be happy. He killed people. Yeah. Now let's put the analogy back. Charlie Kirk. We are happy for him dying. Okay? Why? Because he spoke his mind. Oh, that fucking bitch. Oh, God, how dare he speak his mind. Is that it? Yeah. He spoke his mind and I hated it. I'm so glad he's dead.
Charlie Kirk
Think for yourself.
just
Think for
got
yourself.
shot.
A lot of these people needs to get themselves to an MRI machine and turn that shit on. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games month.
Do it to me. I beg you. No.
I saw the video before they even put out the
Is that a guy or a woman?
confirmation. There was no chance that he made it through that. This wasn't the one we were hoping for, but a welcome surprise nonetheless.
I'm surprised that y'all didn't get rid of him sooner. And I'm surprised that you guys aren't getting rid of more people. Like, don't stop with him. Don't let him be the end dog. Get rid of them all. His wife deserves to go too. Y'all keep on talking about his wife and kids. They need to go too because they're carrying on that mentality and that lineage. Like, get rid of the whole family. I'm so sorry. Why did you guys stop with him?
There were thousands of videos like that. Some of these people posting with their full names and faces, with hundreds and thousands of likes. Thousands of tweets celebrating it, with 500,000 likes. And it's important to remember that all of those likes are a real person. Millions of people in this country apparently believe the acceptable response to speech they don't like is murder. This wasn't just a bunch of fringe blue hair SJWs or whatever. They were teachers, professors, doctors, HR workers, healthcare workers, nurses, pediatricians, people who work with kids, people's classmates, roommates. They are teachers showing our children the gory, horrifying video of Charlie.
Whole body support, joint flexibility, and immune support in one capsule? Holy shit! Whoa. But on a serious note though, why, what prompts a fucking adult to show this to a kid and say, hey, watch this man bleed to death? Yeah, that's gonna help your mental development. That's gonna totally help you grow up to be an upstanding citizen who's totally not gonna be a fucking murderer and likes to watch things bleed to death. And secondly, I do not ever think that politics should be brought into the fucking classroom. You can teach about it. You can. That's fine. Civics is a thing. But you should never, and I mean never, ever, ever, indoctrinate into a little kid's mind what is right and what is wrong based on your opinion. Okay? Based on your fucking narrow-minded opinion, you should not force it on children whose mind is very easily fucking moldable. And they don't know the complete fucking truth. And they don't even know their own fucking truth. They don't know if freedom of speech is good for them. They don't know if they want gun control or not. Why the fuck are you implanting a thought into the kid's mind? It makes no sense. And I don't think religion or politics should ever be taught as in a correct and a wrong in terms of ways of expressing yourself. Don't teach politics. Don't teach what's wrong and right. Okay? Let them speak for themselves. Stop implanting thoughts into a kid's mind. It's fucked. Okay? Certain thoughts can. Okay? Certain thoughts can be beneficial for a kid. 1 + 1 is 2. That's beneficial. Make them think that. But there is a line, and there's a very fucking clear line. It's not even a gray line. It's not a thin line. It's a fucking gap. It's a goddamn abyss of a line. And somehow these teachers don't seem to fucking get it? What the fuck?
Murder on repeat. The hippy-dippy "in this house we believe" shitlib mask was ripped off, and underneath was nothing but psychopathic bloodlust. I have seen people on the right celebrate the death of people they disagree with. I've seen it. I remember Heather Heyer in 2017. But I also remember the whole internet, left and right, coming together to disavow and mock the few dozen people from Stormfront who were celebrating her death. This is different. It's never been like this before. It's never been this much. It's never been this brazen. Normal people have to log into like an alternate Twitter account where they can post their more unorthodox opinions. And these people are out here full face, full name, like hell yeah, murder. What? The smug, unearned confidence these people have to be openly sociopathic with their full name and face because they live under the pathetic delusion of being on the right side of history needs to end. They will blame you for...
There's not really a right side of history. It really depends on perspective. It really does. You thinking you're in the right, another person's gonna think you're in the wrong. You're both correct. It depends on how your life is. Okay? Very much so. So, you know, if you think you're in the right when the whole situation is supposed to be in the gray, and you think you're in the white area, okay, and everyone else is in the wrong area, there's something wrong with you.
Your death because words are violence. Words are violence, so them killing you is just self-defense.
Words are never violence.
Kyle Rittenhouse as some kind of gotcha. Oh, if you don't condone political violence, why do you support Kyle Rittenhouse? They fundamentally don't see the difference between killing someone over speech and killing someone over self-defense, because these are the same things to them. Also, I'm going to be the one to point it out, because of course I am. I saw nobody else do it. Why are most of them women? Most of the people celebrating are women.
Fucking, I told you, I'm not fucking sexist, okay? It's not sexist if it's a pattern. Okay? That's what I always say. It's not sexist if it's a pattern. It's not racist if it's a pattern. Okay? Those are just numbers, okay? I'm just pointing it out, okay? I wouldn't have pointed out if the first thing I saw was 2 guys saying it, and then 2 girls saying it, and then 2 guys saying it. The first thing I saw, 4 women straight saying it, 1 guy, 2 guy. 4 women straight saying it, 1 guy. 4 women straight, and then I think the rest is women, actually. I don't know. I only counted, what, like 4 guys? Compared to, what, the 16 women? And I don't even know if they're women. Like, what are they? Fucking, deranged? Well, I mean, yeah, they are deranged. So,
like, it's a good, like, 80-20 ratio all over the internet. What is going on, ladies? Basically, the whole country is shook because last year they realized how many people would celebrate the murder of a president, and this year they realized how many people would celebrate the murder of them. At the end of the day, this is all the inevitable conclusion of the punch a Nazi thing from, like, 2017. Do you guys remember that? We always knew it was a slippery slope. That's why we were against it. And they always say this dumb shit like, if you don't want to be called a Nazi, stop being a Nazi.
your opinion of a Nazi is not right. Secondly, if you're saying someone to stop being a Nazi by stop being a Nazi, you're the one thinking what the hell a Nazi is. If you don't like them, you think they're the Nazi. It doesn't matter what they think, okay? They're still a Nazi unless it conforms to your thought 100%. And secondly, doesn't this whole thing kind of remind you of the fucking... What was it? I went to history class.
My name is Jamal. Every 60 seconds
what was it?
in
Fucking
Africa,
communist,
a minute passes. Together we can stop this.
Cold War.
Please spread the word. Thank you for your attention.
It's a really fucking obvious name. The Red Scare! The fucking Red Scare. Do you guys know what the fucking Red Scare is? If you're a kid and you haven't taken that class, it's basically a period in the Cold War where everyone thinks that their neighbor is a fucking communist, and they actually got people like jobs fired, like people fired from their jobs just because they think that they're a fucking communist. That's what it reminds me of. Okay? Literally. You are tricking yourself into thinking the people that speaks out against you are somehow an enemy, when in reality we're all trying to crave for a fucking better America. That's it. But something in your fucked up little mind, your twisted little psychopath, sociopathic little mind, is saying that you don't agree with me, therefore you must be a Nazi, therefore you must be a fucking communist, therefore you are fascist. No, that's not how it works. That's really not how it works. The term is used so lightly now that people are interchanging it with I hate you. Being called a fascist is no longer a fucking insult, okay? Being called a fascist is not an insult anymore. It's just a goddamn common phrase. It's like saying, oh, well guess what? I don't like you. You're wrong. Same shit as saying, oh, I don't like you. You're a fascist. The word fascist is thrown around so fucking often, guys. So fucking often. And I don't know why. I don't know since when did people think, oh, I don't like you, you're a fascist. Oh, I don't like you, you're a communist. Probably people who have the same mindset as the fucking Red Scare, right? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm fucking wrong. I think I'm right. Fuck you.
Even a congressman from my state, New York, was like, oh, if you want to stop being called a fascist, you should stop being a fascist. Yeah, that's great, except you've called everyone and their mother a fascist and a Nazi for the past, like, 15 years.
Exactly. It's not... Once you say it so much, it becomes dull. It becomes diluted. Okay? Literally, it does. It does. It very much does. Saying a word too often can absolutely dilute its meaning. Okay?
And I see a lot of progressives in my audience like, Shoo, you're not like Charlie Kirk. You're not a fascist. Here are all the things I have been called Nazi, fascist, reactionary for over the last few years. Would you like to see? I have been making this list since 2023. Let's go. Let's just read this together real quick.
Oh, I'm curious about this.
Criticizing pop feminism. Believing adults can do whatever they want. Being pro-free speech. Being liberal. Talking to people I disagree with. Being friends with people I disagree with. Following people on Twitter I disagree with. Supporting Bernie Sanders. That one came from the right. Being registered independent. Criticizing Joe Biden. Criticizing the Democratic Party. Not being attracted to...
Being not ugly? I mean, hey, shoe on the head. You should be taking that in stride, girl. 'Cause that is a compliment. Man, I wish people would hate me for not being ugly. Although I'm pretty sure the sentence would go more like... bullet point, BEING, spacebar, NOT all crossed out, spacebar, UGLY. Put that together.
To feminine men, not hating men in general, criticizing Canada's MAID program, not taking the COVID vaccine, criticizing the FBI, criticizing the CIA, believing the
I'm pretty sure she did take the COVID vaccines, didn't she? I'm so confused. Did she? I don't know. I'm way too lazy to search it up.
Killed JFK, using an American flag backdrop for my videos.
Okay.
Saying
wait, hold up, Shoe.
Saying working class, saying based, making a joke about Joe Biden eating ice cream, making a joke about Pete Buttigieg being born in a test tube, making jokes in general, being cis, being white, being a woman, being a cis white woman, telling someone to take a shower.
How dare you, Shoe? Come on. People don't need to take a shower if they don't want to. You know. That's what I think. You know, Shoe, come on. Like, being a fascist is fine, but telling people to take a shower? That's a low blow.
Not being anti-gun.
I'm kidding.
Fat. Being monogamous. Liking Huey Long. Celebrating the 4th of July. Supporting Assange. Criticizing the movie Cuties. Praising the movie Sound of Freedom. Being against pedophilia. Being against the destigmatization.
Who the hell would say being against pedophilia is bad? Oh, well, pedophiles. Obviously. What the fuck?
Being against children watching porn.
That was...
Being critical of kink at Pride. Being against children performing at drag shows. Not being racist. I swear to God. Being a class reductionist. Saying biological sex. Mocking people for debating the ethics of necrophilia. My username. owning a pet rabbit, questioning the Bush administration's involvement in 9/11, growing up in a Catholic family,
That's a lot.
wanting to get married, wanting to have children, being married, having children, being at January 6th to interview people, saying it's okay if someone doesn't want to date a porn star, not wanting to do OnlyFans, criticizing Kanye West, criticizing late-stage capitalism, criticizing the billionaire class, criticizing Israel, criticizing eating the bugs, criticizing a fashion company.
Is eating the bug something I don't get? A lot of these I don't get. Am I just weird? Eating the bug? What? What bug? Cops, shut the fuck up.
For being creepy, you'll remember that one.
They listened.
Supporting nuclear energy, parentheses, it's toxic masculinity.
How?
Supporting TikTok tradwives, supporting one-income households, supporting UBI, supporting farmers, supporting truckers, not celebrating October 7th, supporting Palestine, not liking brutalism, saying colorblind anti-racism was good, wanting to date someone who has a good relationship with their parents, not liking Indian food, saying men and women are different but complement each other, being followed by JD Vance on Twitter, saying Hillary Duff is cool, making fun of Reddit, and for Asmongold reacting to me, criticizing American imperialism, wearing a bow in my hair,
How dare you?
liking VTubers,
I could
and
never.
now being anti-death.
Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi. He was a fucking Nazi.
Everyone's a fucking
What
Nazi.
kind of Nazi is the best Nazi? A dead one.
I am a better person than you for celebrating the death of a Nazi. And actually, it's pretty weird that you're not, and simultaneously asking people to have empathy for the Nazi.
Nazis have children
Your
and
intellect
families.
is as weak as
right?
your dollar.
But Nazis
Failure
also
is
get
your
shot.
destiny. You
the neck.
disrespect yourself.
They don't kill you
and
because
your
you're a
nation.
Nazi.
You are made of
Oh my god, Raising Canes! Raising Canes! Raising
They
Canes!
call you a Nazi so they can kill you.
Damn.
Now, I'm going to talk about my personal feelings of the situation because I know a lot of you can relate. I know
Alright,
a lot
personal
of you
time.
have been feeling the exact same way. So I will try and put it into words for you. I have
Go
friends
ahead.
who were friends with Charlie Kirk, but I didn't personally know him. We follow each other on Twitter. I've been to the TPUSA Amerifest in 2021. I actually went there planning to make a video making
Is she
fun of
squeezing
it,
his
but
head?
I had so much fun and met so many friends that I'm still friends with to this day. So that video never happened. I
Oof.
disagreed with him all the time. You can literally go to our Twitter interactions. I was always correcting him about, like, Bernie Sanders. I made an egg look like his face. It is safe to say I was no fan. But this has really shaken me in a way that I absolutely did not expect. These last few days after what happened, I kept going to every single, like, lefty, liberal, left-wing person I know and, like, checking out what they have been saying about this.
Oh god,
And
no.
besides maybe like 4 or 5, every single one was being an unhinged
Yeah, they're all fucked up in the
saying some
head.
backhanded shit like, this is why we need gun control, which, first of all, we were just watching a whole bunch of people celebrate killing someone over political differences. You are never taking our guns now. That is not happening. I felt like I was in the middle of the ocean. I was trying to, like, grasp onto a flotation device, checking all of these
There's no
accounts for the
copium.
take, like,
There's no
normal, be
copium.
normal.
No, no.
Nobody. I'm just drowning in a sea of
Yep.
evil, apparently.
There's no
Maybe I
copium
was
for
just
this.
blind up until now. Maybe they changed. Maybe I changed. Is everyone going crazy or am I going crazy? I don't know. All I know is it is clear how they reacted to this is how they would react to me, my family, my friends, you, your family, your friends, that have ever stepped out of line from the nebulous, ever-changing definition of progressive. These are people I thought were level-headed. They were left-wing, but, you know, like, they were one of the good ones. Like, you can joke with them, you know, they weren't those, like, woke SJWs. Like, they were cool, we can disagree and still be friends. You know.
Is she actually going to cry? You know it's rough when a woman who is known for tackling pretty fucked up topics that she's about to cry. That's fucked. The situation is fucked if that's the case. I'm just saying. Not even as a joke. This shit is serious for her. okay? And honestly, my condolences. She has to find out about her friends being, pretty much happy if she once they die, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure it's not that nuanced, if it's any comfort. Um, More likely than not. More likely than not, and I really do mean it. People tend to follow the herd. People tend to follow the herd. It's a natural instinct to want to be right. Not in like politically, like to the right. I mean in the right. And if you see a lot of people do it, you tend to follow the flock, right? I'm sure, I'm very, very positively sure that if Shu would, bring it up to her friends, I'm pretty sure they would take back their statement. And I would even bet most would take back their statement not because they think she's right, but because she is their friend. And once that happens, I'm sure that at least 50% of them who take it back actually do regret posting it because of how much it hurts Shu. But as things stand right now, people are too eager to follow the herd. And it's honestly kind of fucked. You know what I mean? So if there's any condolences, Shu, I'm pretty sure your friends are much better friends than you would think. It's just sometimes people are fucking imbeciles, they're idiots that follows the herd like fucking sheeps that lost their fucking head and can only follow the fucking countless bahs going on. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's wrong. It's just what I think. Fucking opinion.
Your friend wouldn't celebrate you being murdered, of course. But if they would celebrate an exact clone of you that wasn't you, that had all the same opinions, or some of the opinions that you have, if they would celebrate that clone being murdered, they're not your friend. I'm friends with people who are friends with Charlie, and I see how they are completely broken about this. Seeing them like this, and then at the same time my other friends posting shit like, "Rip bozo."
No mature fucking adult should be like this. No mature adult should act like this. They're fucking... What? They're freaking children in adult body. They can't even handle a serious topic about death. Okay? And the instability of the fucking society that we're living in. No longer are you able to say what's on your mind. They're not worried about that. They're more worried about seeing an enemy dead than their own fucking head on the chopping block. They are more concerned about looking to the other side, seeing that someone got their head chopped off, instead of being worried about their own fucking head. Is that serious?
It's just sick. Just sick shit. Personally, I would rather live in a world full of Charlie Kirks who would sit down and debate than a world full of people who agree with me but would murder people who don't.
A world who agrees with you is not a world. It's just you. Frankly speaking. If there's a bunch of people who agrees with every single one of your point, do you know how stale that gets? Do you? Do you? I don't think you actually do. Think about it. Comment down in the section below if you agree with me or not. We'll debate. We'll debate. We'll debate and I'll prove you wrong. Opinion. Opinion alert.
Because if it's now normalized to just murder people who disagree with you politically, we don't have a society.
No, we don't.
Like, that's it.
It's crumbling.
It's over. But some of these people in particular, like, why the fuck are you celebrating? You! They think you're a fucking Nazi too. They'll make a nice compilation of all the hot takes you've had over the years and spread it around to justify your murder. You don't get it, do you?
These people really don't. Like I've been saying this whole time while watching this video, these people don't get the implication of what they are saying. They're too busy looking at the other side of the fucking gallows and seeing their enemy hanging to realize their neck is around a fucking rope. They don't fucking realize that. The fucking sheep herd over here is more concerned about getting their goddamn grass than worrying about the fucking tractor that's gonna run them over. What the fuck? Do you realize that you being happy about another person's death and society agreeing with you only means that when you die, society, guess where the bars are gonna be going? Guess where the goddamn gallows is gonna be? It's gonna be at your feet. And you know what's gonna happen? The people over there that you just laughed at, they're gonna laugh at you. And that's not gonna be very funny when it's your turn.
We are all Charlie Kirk. I have been doing this for...
Yeah. Technically, we're all him because he's a normal fucking guy. With what? Because he's got a loud mouth. Yeah, but all the best people do. Literally. Everyone is a Charlie Kirk. You have your own opinion. You have people who dislike your opinion. And you have people who wish you to die. But you don't see them acting on it, so you're all happy. You're all lucky, happy sunshine. But when people start wishing you're dead, oh, look at that. Oh no, why are you attacking me? No, you're all calling me Nazis. Yeah, it's not gonna be a very good argument when they're calling you the Nazi.
For 11 years, I have been harassed, doxxed, threatened, whatever.
That's not good.
For 11 years by the left. And it hasn't moved me an inch because that's not how politics works. That's lunch table politics. I've talked about this before. People on your side being mean to you doesn't mean you overnight change your opinions on, like, healthcare. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I still have all my economic left opinions. I'm for strong social safety nets, workers' rights, unions, wealth caps, whatever. That has not changed. This is not me leaving the left because frankly, I don't even know how to do that. This is me and many, many people looking around us at our so-called allies and realizing that even though we might share some, like, political opinions, we fundamentally do not have the same values or morals. And are we really allies if we agree on, like, taxes, but don't agree on the sanctity of human life?
Yeah, no one has the same value as you. I'm just saying. No one has the same exact value as you. It's sort of why our political system worked in the first place. Is when people don't agree with you fully. That's kind of why we have vetoes. You know, it's kind of why we have, you know, the fucking checks and balance. It's because not all people agree with you. It's sort of how it works. I'm just saying. Not everyone has the same value, and that's what makes it special for us, and that's what makes it a cohesive society. When everyone can have their difference, but at the same time, everyone can have a piece of the cake. No one gets killed for it. Oh, wait, look at that. Someone did. See? Now there's blood on the fucking cake, isn't there? Yeah. And guess what? Someone's gonna be eating that fucking blood. And it ain't gonna taste good.
I don't know. The way we view death now is just crazy. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the desensitization, in part thanks to the internet. You used to have to go out of your way to see gore and stuff like that, and now you're just scrolling through Twitter and you see someone set on fire, someone gets stabbed on a train. And when someone like Charlie dies, it's not even real to people anymore. Like, it's like a movie or show. Oh, that character died? Good, I hated that character. Like...
And that's the thing. Society and the internet makes it seem like people who are speaking, it's just like a celebrity. You know? It's just like they're playing their part. They're being the influencer that they were meant to be. When in reality, they're just a normal fucking person. With the same views as most people in this world. With many people in this world that having, what, almost the exact same values as him. He's not a player. Okay? He's not a stage player wearing a costume and a mask. He's a guy being genuine to himself. The only reason we see him as a character is because we don't have as loud of a mouth as he does. That's the only difference. Otherwise, we are literally the same as him. Completely different values, but still the same as him.
No, that was a real human being with a family and kids, actually.
That witnessed his death.
That was someone's son.
And you're happy for
The
it.
internet has turned real
What the
people
fuck,
into
right?
nothing but cartoon characters that disappear when you close an app. I remember for years...
Ah shit, I touched the escape button.
Oh, when you have kids, you'll change your mind on XYZ, and I was like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
no.
Doesn't do that.
And they
Doesn't
were
happen
right.
like that. Hi everyone, this is future me popping in for a goddamn moment. Sadly, unfortunately, while recording, or no, not recording, while editing the video, I realized that at a certain point I turned my mic off completely. Luckily, however, it was mostly near the end of the video, I would say. So, you know, I'm not gonna re-record this section because I feel like it's disingenuous. All you gotta know is that what I said during those times were pretty much repeats of what I was saying before. So we didn't lose much. We really didn't lose much. But there is a point that I really wanted to share with everyone because I feel like it's pretty crucial. And I don't see it being talked about enough. Which is the point that the ones who are calling, you know, Charlie Kirk and other free speech advocates fascists and communists and all that is the stupid fucking fact that they are acting more fascist and communist than anyone. What I mean by that is, in history, there are numerous events where communist parties, you know, they silence people that opposes their ideas. And guess what? You know what you're doing? You're opposing people's idea because you don't like free speech, apparently. As one woman so elegantly stated, not everyone deserves free speech.
I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think
in which I mean that she probably likely is saying the people who opposes her ideas or opinion does not deserve free speech. You know, if that's the case, let's just say Hitler also didn't like free speech in that same way. Benito Mussolini didn't like it in the same way. Joseph Stalin didn't like it in the same way, and the measure that they took was that they purged the people who basically spoke out against their ideas. And, you know, I just want to point out that the ones who are, you know, promoting the idea that political assassination should be brought back.
I've been saying we need to bring back political assassinations.
Because certain people don't agree with their ideas. You may want to take a look at the book of, you know, history. World history, not US history, just saying. US history is bullshit. I honestly cannot care less about US history. It's world history that should be, you know, more widely taught, because guess what? The mistakes of the world, it's a whole lot more valuable than the mistake of one place, right? But that's whatever. That's the school's job, not mine. My point is that in history, there has been a bunch of repeats where tyrants, dictatorship, oppress free speech. And that was pretty much their main way of maintaining control. If the world doesn't look like they're against them, no one else knows that the world is against them, therefore the world will stay silent to their rule. That's how it works. That's actually how it works. It's sort of like an abusive, let's say an abusive father, let's say, yeah? If the father has 10 children, let's say 6 of them don't like him, but, you know, if 6 of them know that they don't like them, then that means they can team up against him. Therefore, the father, anytime someone spoke out, will punish them severely. And therefore, none of the 6 knows that the other 5 is actually on their side, therefore suppressing power. And so, what I'm trying to say is that the people who are calling other people fascists for saying their mind, you're more of a fascist than them. A lot more. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say, and that's pretty much all the addition I have onto the video. It's already such a long video, and I sincerely apologize for that. It's probably so boring to just hear me talk about these things, but I feel like my 2 cents is actually worth their 2 cents. And I feel like a lot of people actually do want to say what I said, but just didn't have the guts to. Especially the thing about Nazi idea was making sense. And I stand by that, actually. I actually do stand by that. Some Nazi ideals actually make sense. It's just their way of getting it is too bloodied, you know, too immoral. So, that's also another thing where I really want to talk about, but I feel like this video is not really the video for that. Sort of the idea that the Nazi ideal should be held separately from the Nazis' action to achieve those ideals. Because one person can become king, that's great. The other person can want to become king, that's great. Both are the same idea, but one king chooses to murder opposing teams, and the other king decides to unite the teams. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay? Don't crucify me over it, and whatever that is. Okay? I'm saying some ideas make sense, others don't. Okay? So, you know, I'm not a Nazi. Unfortunately for you guys. Haha! Suckers. And I'm not a fascist. Again, unfortunately for you guys. Because I don't give a shit about politics. I don't give a shit about abortions. I don't give a shit about gun control. As long as it doesn't hurt me, as long as it doesn't hurt you, fucking, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I honestly don't. And I hate it when people pretend to care. Because I feel like it's very disingenuous. And I like being a very ingenuous person. Okay, I like to be honest to myself. And honestly, I couldn't care less if you want a gun tucked to your side or you want to kill your baby. I honestly don't care. I honestly don't care. Okay, don't care. As long as it doesn't include me. And I'm very honest. Okay, if it does include me, then I care. But even then, I'm not gonna crucify you for not caring about me. Because guess what? I wouldn't care about you. So, that's all really there is to say. That's all really there is to add. Yeah. So, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully it's less than an hour. No, it's already more than an hour. So, it's not gonna be less than an hour. But, if you stuck by and if you agree with some of my ideas, if you want to debate some of my ideas, just comment down below. I would love to have a discussion of some sort. Just, if you're going to bring up the discussion with insults, then shut the fuck up, you little bitch. I hope you die. If you're bringing it up with facts and, you know, things like that, welcome to the chat. I will gladly change my mind. Because guess what? My mind is not so narrow as to be steadfast on a wrong idea that I, you know, don't know the full evidence of. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Pretty freaking different from all my other videos, right? Yeah. Anyways, enough stalling. Bye-bye.